All right, guys, we're back. Traversal ENT in the building, guys. Let's get straight down with this one, yeah? All right, guys. This one's about Adrien the Problem Broner and Showtime once again. You can call it a part two because I've spoken about these two, Broner and Showtime before, so you can call this a part two if you want, yeah? But this is actually interesting stuff, and if you're like me, you're gonna want to know, right? So Showtime had a look at the numbers Adrien Broner brought in from his last fight, guys, and they were highly disappointed. Now, they weren't expecting super staggering amount of numbers because they knew he wasn't fighting that level of competition. But being that it was Adrien Broner, they was expecting him to use his pulling power to still get people to see him, especially to see how he's capable of performing. But he fell way short of the target, guys. Broner brought in 288,000 viewers. Yeah, that is way below what Showtime was expecting him to do. Right now, guys, that I'm afraid for AB has it means that there's consequences because of that now. So whereas they were gonna move Broner very carefully, very cautiously, seeing that he's only been able to draw 288,000 viewers, guys, they're seriously Showtime execs they're seriously deciding and considering to put Broner in there with Regis Prograis next. That's right, no light touches. They're literally thinking to put Broner in there with Prograis next. Next. And the reason is, as I said, because they cannot have AB bringing in such small viewership like that. They can't have that. That's not what they envision. You know, getting Broner back and putting him back in the ring. This is not what they envisioned, right? So because the targets haven't been met and it's way below target, not marginally, but way below target, their hands are tied. They're kind of forced to do what they don't really want to do, but it is what it is. Remember, guys, money talks. Money talks at the end of the day. Yeah? As sick as that sounds, it's not the boxer's well-being that organizations put first. It's always about the bag, guys. Always about the bag. Yeah? So for you boxing fans, that is good news because you're going to see Broner in there with competition, serious competition that's looking to be. He won't be the favorite going into that fight, guys. Funny enough, he won't be. But also, it potentially could be dangerous for AB if you're a Broner fan like that because AB could get hurt going in there against top level competition right now because the guy's not ready. I mean, to be fair, it's not about he ain't ready. In my opinion, he's shot. Yeah? In my opinion, it's done. He should hang him up and do exhibition fights. But this is how I see it, right? Traversal's take on it, guys. The way I see it is like this, and this goes for any single fighter who's over the hill, in my opinion. Keep this in mind. Take heed, keep this in mind. If you decide to get back into the ring, knowing that boxing is not a sport you play, boxing's life and death. Facts. If you decide to get back into the ring when you know you're done, when you know you're not the guy you used to be, yeah, you give the public what they want and get into them fights that we want to see you in, or get the hell out the sport. Because you don't have any business really in the sport if you're over the hill and you want to get back in the ring. So my thing is like, you know, when you see a fighter that's shot and he still wants to fight, and you're looking at him thinking, hang them up. And I'm not just talking about AB here, I'm talking about any fighter that you know like that. Right? You look at them and you think, guy, you need to hang them up. You're shot, yeah? And this guy just wants to get back in the ring. Then it's like either you put him in there with someone that's going to give him a fight, or just get rid of this guy altogether. He might as well do something else, or exhibition fight, or something else. And I think AB's kind of coming to that point now. Well, he is, because the Showtime execs, like, this is not a decision that they wanted to do, but they are. Listen to me carefully, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not making this stuff up. The Showtime execs, they are going to put Broner in there with Regis Prograis. or someone on a higher tier caliber. Yeah? Higher tier caliber. And they have stated that it could be dangerous for AB, but it is what it is, right? So I'm going to be very interested to see who they're going to put Broner in there with exactly. I mean, they are speaking Regis Prograis, but until they pen it, or pencil it, shall I say, until they pencil that down somewhere, then it becomes slightly more official. But Yeah, Broner's not getting a light touch in his next fight, guys. I'm telling you lot straight away. There ain't no tune-up fight in his next fight. He's gonna fight a top-tier caliber person. If it ain't, if that it's either that or it's gonna be Regis Prograis straight. They are thinking Prograis though. They are thinking to put him in there with Prograis, guys. No joke. No joke. Controversial ENT. I thought I had to put that out there. Now a lot of you lot might think I don't like AB. But that's not true. I'm just putting the news out. I don't want to talk about the obvious stuff that's going around that everyone else is covering. Controversial ENT, I don't always do that. Sometimes we like to give you a lot a bit of exclusives, especially that. So I thought I'd chuck that in there for you lot. Make sure you do the right thing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and engage in the comment section down below. I will be responding to every comment I get. And guys, some of you lot do leave comments, and I get them on my emails, but it doesn't show up on the YouTube. I don't know. I think it's just the guidelines. You have to keep the language clean, guys. On my channel, I don't know why the YouTube's a bit funny. If the language ain't clean, YouTube will not show your comment on the comment section. That's not me deleting your comments, guys. It's YouTube just not showing it. All right. So make sure you do the right thing. Keep it clean. Subscribe and like. Controversial ENT signing out, guys.